Miranda Vaughn, and I'm from Portland, Oregon. I'm seeking $200,000 in exchange for 10% equity of my company. 'Twas the month before Christmas when I received the worst gift, the useless gingerbread house decorating kit. Let's face it, they're no fun. We all know why they suck. Impossible to assemble. The children all hate the stale cardboardy taste. What a waste. So I decided to create a new Christmas tradition, the Tomte Cake. A 3D gingerbread house baking pan ready to create beautiful and delicious, no assembly required gingerbread houses, fresh out of the oven, ready for your kids to decorate. But the Tomte Cake is really so much more than that. Each set comes with an original children's story I wrote and illustrated about a pocket-sized gnome named Tomte, who accidentally falls into the cake batter and gets baked into a gingerbread house cake. But don't worry, this is a children's story, so Tomte makes it out happy and healthy. And the story goes that whoever finds Tomte in their dessert will have good luck for the rest of the Christmas season. Each 3-piece set comes with everything your family needs to recreate the storyline of the book and begin a brand new Christmas tradition. Sharks, it's about time we gave gingerbread house decorating an upgrade. Who wants to have a lucky Christmas with the Tomte Cake? Each one of you has a Tomte Cake gingerbread house.
All right. Well, that sounds awesome. I think that's a great little story. You made the book and is got a whole that's also, it helps to, like, sell the whole experience. Now, depending how much that actually costs to get. Yeah, the gingerbread thing does kind of suck. I've done it a couple of times. Not really a big fan of having to do it. Getting it. It ends up usually being my wife's thing. She ends up being the one having to, like, do it while the kids go on and just do, like, literally anything else. Yeah, not great. Anyway, welcome back to another welcome back, Super Entrepreneurs, to another Biz Coach Reviews Shark Tank. This $2 million valuation here is not terrible. She's got sales. It seems like she has a pretty good product on her hands. She's got a story to go with it. I'm all for it. Hopefully there's some sales and some distribution along those lines, but beautiful illustration. So definitely getting to work out all of her creativity in the process. So let's see what happens. In the meantime, we're gonna check out at the end. We're gonna check out her website, social media, as well as feature one of your comments from down below in the super community. So stay tuned at the end for all of that.
In front of you, you're welcome to eat it. Let's find out who has the lucky Tomte.
Oh,
very cute.
It's gonna be Mark. It's gotta be Mark.
Is a Swedish gnome.
very tasty.
Good.
Not bad at all.
You said one of us have a Tomte in here?
You should, yeah.
If it's not the Tomte I'm hitting, something's wrong.
Oh, Mark's the lucky one.
Oh, who knew? I knew. Who guessed it?
I'm out.
How'd you come up with this idea?
I was sitting at the dining table with my two kids. They were 4 and 6 at the time, and we could not for the life of us get those things to stay together. And I ended up using a hot glue gun on his, and he's crying because now he can't eat it. And I was like, there has to be a better way. I thought, why don't we just have a nice cake that we don't have to assemble? And I thought it'd be a lot more fun if there was a story to go with it.
And what is included in your little packet?
So each set comes with the baking pan and the gnome and the book.
And what do you sell it for, and where do you sell it?
I sell it online. It's $60 per set.
That's pretty pricey.
What's it cost you to make?
$15 a set.
And so tell us about the company, the sales.
Okay.
I launched October 7th of last year. I ended up selling out all 5,000 sets that I was able to have in my inventory.
Really? And how quick?
In 35 days.
Wow.
And how did you
That's
get the
great.
customers?
Congrats.
I had a static graphic Facebook ad that I ran. It just said a new Christmas tradition, and people just clicked the link.
You said 5,000 units. I don't know if you discounted them. What was the dollar amount?
Right. I did $200,000 in that 35-day period when I ran the ad.
And how much did the ad cost?
I believe it was about $40,000.
That's not bad. That's a profitable return on ad spend.
Did you have a history?
The thing about that is, as somebody has run ads in the past, I mean, now at this point it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. It's tough. You got to put in a lot of money to get those ads, get people to click those ads. So they got to see them so many times, and and then really hit home, especially like getting people to like click an ad from a company they've never seen before and go and make a purchase. Really difficult. So I like the simplicity of it, like getting that intrigue factor of like, hey, a new Christmas tradition. But man, to get a $60 sale out of that, I don't know if that included shipping or not. If she maybe rolled for $6, I would hope that she rolled in shipping in there. And then, you got your advertising bundle. So, I mean, 40,000 isn't bad, but definitely to move 5,000. So what is that? Not 6, 7. Yeah. What am I? What am I doing? The math, right? So what? Like 12. Was it? Yeah. Can't. I wish I used to have a calculator right in front of me to be able to do the math. But anyway, I mean that's it. What's the word? I'm curious how many people she had to get to click on the ad at $40,000 total to sell the 5,000 units. But to be able to sell out, I mean, that still says a lot, right? And to get it into people, and now just a year later, you're on Shark Tank, like it's going to be a lot easier going forward.
In online?
No, not at all. I've been a stay-at-home mom for the last 8 years and homeschooled my kids.
What is your background?
Well, one interesting part that has sort of made me a little Christmas obsessed is I left a religious cult that I was raised in. We didn't celebrate holidays growing up. We didn't celebrate birthdays, Christmas, Mother's Day, Father's Day. And so after I left, I was able to experience Christmas for the first time. I just really was so amazed. I was blown away at how magical it is, and it's just so beautiful. And so when I had my own kids, I wanted to just really immerse them in like all of the traditions. I mean, I see this being something that could be the next Elf on the Shelf. It could blow up into a tradition that everyone wants to take part in. The book has had rave reviews, and kids absolutely love it.
It's a great gift item.
Did you write this book yourself?
I wrote.
All right, hold on, real quick. So it's $8 customer acquisition cost. So that's not bad. You roll that in your $15 cost, you're at $23. You add free, shipping, and I don't know how much shipping. Maybe $10, $10 to $12, maybe 15 tops. So even at that, you're at like $33 cost, and she's selling it at $60. That's right on the money for right about around where she should be as far as doubling her money on each order. And more power to her getting out of that cult, getting to celebrate Christmas, and getting to go and have a product that not only has is a physical product, but a book and a story to go with it. Awesome. Ding ding. Absolutely awesome.
It and illustrated it.
You're hot stuff, really.
Yeah,
You've done it all.
I'm curious. I want to know what your expectations are on the participation of the Shark, besides money.
I want mentorship. I am really creative. I'd love to come up with another concept that branches off of this. I'd love more of a product line. I am not a business person at heart.
Yeah, you could have fooled us.
Fooled us.
Thank you.
And how much did you personally invested?
$150,000 roughly.
Where did you get that
That's a
from?
lot.
Yeah, we mortgaged the house.
Damn.
Took a loan against the car.
You and your partner,
It's all
husband.
been paid back. Yeah.
Look, I think it's so simple, so eloquent, such an easy story. I get it. I do the deal for 25%, and the way it works is when you take out $1, I get 25 cents. And you don't have to take out $1, but at some point you have to pay yourself, and I want to get paid too.
So what do you need the money for?
I want to be able to bulk up my inventory and financing purchase orders if I were to get a hard purchase order and make a deal with anyone.
You don't want to sell in retail, do you?
I do.
Who's asked you to go to retail?
My heart.
Oh, you want to go to retail when you've got a hit online?
Oh,
That's
I know,
kind of
but-
taking a little air out for me.
She's on a mission, Kevin.
Okay.
This is not a company.
This
It's
is,
a
she
mission.
says she wants it to be like Elf on a Shelf.
That's the thing. It's not just selling a cake pan. You're selling a tradition.
Eventually, if you do well enough and you start to build the name and the legend and the brand, I see it at Valentine's Day with the cute Valentine's house with a hidden heart or something inside. I see it year round, but a fun tradition where the kids are waiting to find the thing and they get the good luck for that holiday.
Or
and
birthdays and just have it be
birthdays,
totally evergreen.
all of that. So here's my offer. $200,000, but 33 1/3%. I know it's steep, but it takes work.
Okay, thank
And
you.
I'll clear the deck
Well,
some.
going to Kevin's deal, not great, not terrible. I think he could add value there. I think going to retail probably, I don't want to say it's a mistake, but I feel like when you have something that is selling well enough and for you to be able to go and do $8 cost of acquisition, customer acquisition cost. I feel like you can get it to a place where they're coming to you and you have all the leverage because you're the one that's creating those traditions and you're the one that's out on Shark Tank. You're hitting up the social medias and you're building traditions around it, like the Elf on the Shelf. I mean, I really don't know that she has to, but also I kind of want to go on the opposite of that and say, if she doesn't go to retail, somebody else will, because let's be realistic here, it's a cake pan, right? Like, yeah, there's the story, which is why it's so smart that she built the story around it to try to like build a brand where it's like you're kind of insulating yourself from something that's not really protectable. Aside from like the artwork and maybe the concept, it'd be kind of tough, right? But you build it so strong that they're coming to you and then you have the leverage versus trying to go and knock on those doors and then ramp up and then it becomes it's an efficiency and optimization game at that point to be able to find a partner that's going to produce the pans, not going to like run if they're made in China, like knock you off and run off with it. But again, it's like a cake pan. So yeah, it's like I could spend $60 or I could go probably to the dollar store and get like a little house cake pan. Probably not long after this, or even go to Amazon for $5-10 and get me a cake pan. That's the part. So I'm really curious because Mr. Wonderful just in the same episode, I hate these seasonal products and blah blah blah. But this is a very seasonal product. I don't know that anyone's going to make a Tomte Cake in July for Christmas in July, or Valentine's Day Tomte Cake or anything like that. So, yeah, it's a neat idea. I don't know. I feel like you've really got to run with it, and you got to bring home the bacon on that idea of it being a tradition for people, or else you're just going to be knocked off and people will just be like, yeah, I'll just go buy the $5 cake pan.
That's better than I could possibly do. I'm out.
Okay, thank you.
I think what you're really looking for is a team of mentorship, because there's nothing better than having a team of people surrounding you. I get around my entrepreneurs, not only one-on-one with them, but everyone in my office knows everything about their business. We constantly have brainstorming. So I would love to make you an offer, and it's going to be a little less greedy than Mr. Wonderful here, and a lot less
I'm
greedy
not even
than
the greedy.
Mrs. Not So Wonderful next to him. Okay?
I think the
But
greedette.
I'm going to offer you $200,000 for 20%. But what I guarantee is you will be focused and you will find all the right answers. And you're a phenomenal business person, by the way. Don't ever say you're not again.
Barbara, would you let me come in on that if we do it?
We
for
don't need you. I got
25?
so many.
Come on, Barbara, 25%. I come in with it. I help with the
it's too greedy.
with the publishing side. and all that good stuff.
No, thank you. I don't need you.
So you have 3 offers.
Lori, would you want to get it into retail? Is that something that you think is a good idea?
That we do a master plan, and then we strategically go into retail.
Lori, you let me in on your deal?
Well, I don't really think I need another shark. I love you,
I know,
but I don't think
I
I
know,
need
but-
another shark. This one is
All right,
better.
I'll give you $200 for 25%.
Hey,
Thank
good
you,
job,
Damon.
Damon.
Well, that's 4 offers. What do you want to do?
Go to a commercial break, of course.
Approach it.
I have the most important ingredient, great people. I have so many holiday businesses. I never meant to get into that business, but I have so many. They cross-fertilize everything they do.
It
Barbara.
sounds amazing.
It sounds great, but I'll tell you what my entrepreneurs do with my team. We make money. If that's why you're here, I'm your guy. You may
I
want to
know
go in a
that you
different
each
direction.
have something really special to bring.
What do you want to do?
Lori, would you do 20?
That's what I offered you, but you'd prefer working with Lori.
No, I'm not saying that. I
I would do it for 25%, but I can't go lower. You will not be disappointed.
Would you do 22?
I'll do 25. You want me to be in it,
I want to make a good decision also.
but you'll be making so much money.
Okay, just to move things along, I'm going to change my offer, $200,000 for 15%.
Hey, just straight 15%. Good, yeah, good on Kevin. Kevin. I mean, Kevin could be a good shark to work with here. I don't know. I really like the idea of Barbara or Lori though, the most. I don't think Barbara's discount on with the 5%. I would try to go back to Barbara and say, hey, can we do 15% and try to meet at like 17.5? And then you say, okay, good. If not, yeah, Lori's not going to go any lower than 25%. It's not bad. I'm shocked that nobody wanted Damon to come in because I feel like, especially on licensing, maybe you could do some licensing where you Tomte and a character, well, they're not relevant anymore. How about Lego figurines or minifigs or I keep going back to like Shrek because of the gnomes and the people, but it's like a Shrek collaboration or a Minions collaboration, something kind of silly and off the wall, could play off of that. But yeah, it's tough. I think Lori or Barbara is probably the best bet there. Try to push Barbara down a little bit.
Really getting frustrated.
Oh my
watching
gosh.
this. Just to put a little pressure.
By the way, every one of us have the same teams that work on all that.
No, you don't. It's the quality of the
But
people. You do not.
I may be
Miranda,
helping you
stick to
here.
your
I may be
guns.
helping
I know you have 6, I have 30.
Stick to your guns. You know
Yes.
what you want.
Either these
I
sharks
want to know how true that is. How true is what Damon just said there? Because if Barbara does only have 6, that doesn't seem like a lot for. I mean, I know she doesn't do the most deals in the tank, but like, doesn't seem like a lot of people for the amount of deals over the course of 15 seasons that the show's been running to get to work with.
are coming down, or are you going to go with me?
I'll go
I mean, you have to
24.
make a decision.
20. Do 20, Lori.
Well, I went down a little.
I know you
I
did,
feel
I know.
I'm worth it, but I want to show you
I've
that
been with you. I know. That's really difficult.
Time for a decision.
It's time for a decision.
I can't believe nobody else has gone out. That's
I'm pretty interested in working with Kevin at 15%.
really protecting that percentage.
Mr. Wonderful swoop before.
You want to know something?
It
Wow.
was all about money.
Stay focused.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I was really wanting to work with Lori because I've heard such great things, but I know that Kevin's an incredible businessman, and he gave me a really fantastic offer.
It was the Grinch that
Yeah.
stole Christmas.
No, honestly, Kevin.
That is the first Mr. Wonderful
news.
swoop in the history of Shark Tank.
I cannot
Wait,
believe that.
wait,
Kevin.
What
wait.
mattered
for
was the percentage.
You know what he's saying?
Lori's so greedy. She's so greedy. Daddy, don't let me near her. She's so greedy.
Come on. Here, look, they got the any on-camera deals contingent upon due diligence. So once again, they're putting it out there that it's no deal is finalized until it's actually done. I still shocked that Kevin was interested in this, and the fact that like he could just have his Mr. Wonderful pan, cake pan, and go and knock it off himself if he really wanted to. Plus, he didn't even bring up Chef Wonderful, or they didn't even mention it. The fact that Chef Wonderful could be going in the kitchen and cooking it up or whatever. Anyway, let's go check out the website and social media. As seen on ABC's Shark Tank, which is great to see right at the top, as always, sprinkled in there. Love the faces. That's what we're looking for, right? When we talk about faces on this channel, that's what we're looking. The reaction, the people getting to experience the product and the service and the expressions that are coming with it. So we can buy the cake, right there. Does it come with what does it actually come with? Okay, the story about gingerbread house cake baking mold. Bakes two houses at a time. Tomte gnome finger and a gingerbread recipe card. So you're not getting any of the ingredients to make the cake. You got to go and get the ingredients. Probably are better. So it's flat rate shipping. So I'm kind of curious. So if I go $60, please confirm shipping address correct before we do the order. So taxes and shipping calculated at checkout. So that's not even including free shipping on top of that. They do sell gift cards as well, which is nice to see. But yeah, I just love seeing the expressions and the reactions. Like that's what does it, right? It's a real product, in somebody's hand and all that. But still, like, man, that is kind of pricey, even with the book and all. And I get that, like, we ran the cost. It's cost, without free shipping, it's like $33 with the customer cost of acquisition, or 23. And then where did I added something else in there to get, maybe it was I was adding the shipping costs, but yeah, so it was a little bit extra, I guess. So we got 1,400 likes, 1,600 followers over on Facebook, with a little bit of engagement on some of these. I guess are they called reels? I guess they're reels on Facebook as well. I had that Batman. We had that Batman in our playroom as well. Look at that. This was from 2022. I think that's when we got that Batman too. It was last year's big toy for Dom. Quite a bit of engagement on some of these posts. Over on Instagram, we got 2,978 followers, which is great to see, and quite a bit of engagement for the amount of followers. Awesome. Well, Miranda, I would love to have you come on the show and talk about your Shark Tank experience, talk about the business and everything else. Just drop a comment down below and we'll make that happen. Like this one from Jamie, who says, I like how at the end of your videos, you go to their website and show us their products. Yes, absolutely. That's part of, inspecting the website, inspecting the experience, expecting the social media, and also demystifying some of it for all of you super entrepreneurs out there. For people to realize, like, there's not always, it's like, millions of followers or whatever to make the business happen and go forward. Sometimes there's a lot less than that there, and they're still doing the numbers and they're still out there making it happen. So very good to see every time, and that's why it's also like a time capsule of where that company is in the time in which I'm going and doing the review. In this case, it's the night of airing. Sometimes it's months and months, years later down the road to see where they're at. So anyway, Jamie, I appreciate you being part of the super community. I'll see you in one of these two videos over here. Take care and go be super.